Welcome to I Am Geek, the show for the geek in all of us. I am Ryan Street, and again, I'm here with my brother Chris Street and our good friend Chris Catron. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing awesome.
Lovely.
Yeah,
lovely.
Awesome. I think we're all in a weird mood tonight, so it's going to be fun.
It's going to be interesting.
Crazy.
Episode 5. Can you believe it?
Can't.
It's a full hand for most people.
for most.
For most people.
Some may have a little more, some have a little less. You never know.
If you could tell by my voice, I have some upper respiratory thing going on, so I'm all stopped up on cold medicine. So this should be a blast. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, it's great. And I've been up since 5 a.m, so yeah.
Fun times. And Catron's just Catron.
I'm just me, so it's, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Always weird.
Always weird. So, Flash came back this week. We'll just kick it off with that. Emo Berry made his debut.
Mm-hmm. If they combined the musical episode with this one, they could have had Spider-Man 3.
I know. I thought it was funny that his voice was like a lot like deeper or like just weird.
Yeah, it happens when you get older.
It's 7 years older though.
Yeah.
It's just
you grow deeper.
Yeah, I mean he was already in his 20s, right? I mean it's not like he's that much older, but it just cracked me up the whole time because it just was so much deeper. But I don't know, it was weird, but it was good. I thought.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
So, any guesses on who Savitar is?
Well, I got a couple of thoughts. I think it's one of two people.
Hold on one second before you say that.
Now
it's time for Theory Time with Chris Street. Yeah, go ahead.
Gather round, children.
It's that part of the show when we talk about Chris's theories.
Sit down around the fire. Have a little chat. Theories. Okay. I think it's one of two people. I've been talking to people who work about this too, because we've got like a little flash group at work that we talk about. And because we have a lot to do at work.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
we just talk about Flash half the day, and the other day we just kind of stare at the computer. But I think could be Robbie, the first half of Firestorm. He got sucked into that time vortex thing and supposedly died, and then like Caitlin as Killer Frost. Seems like she knows who this person. Seems like she knows who this is. And if it's something close to her, like him, I would see her like instantly like, yeah, I'm going to follow you right off the bat. I don't care what's happening. I'm with you type thing. And so that's a possibility. The other one, which I think is a little bit more possible, is Eddie, the detective that shot himself to help kill Reverse Flash, who's Iris's boyfriend. Like he got sucked into a time portal. Everybody's getting sucked into time portals all the time.
Yeah.
And if he got sucked in and went crazy or whatever, then he would want to hurt Barry and killing Iris because he was with Iris. Now she's with him. That could have drove him crazy. And plus him getting sucked in there, maybe a bunch of remnants and stuff kind of formed around him and healed him and formed the suit, and that's what gives him his speed a little bit. I don't know.
Interesting.
But that's it. That's my theories, children. Go about your business now.
Theories with Chris.
Well, you can check out our Twitter at I Am Geek Show, and you can tell Chris if he's wrong or if he's right, or you can give your own theories, but we'd love for you to go over there and follow us and check us out and tell Chris how wrong he is.
Which is quite often. Quite often.
It could be
have
one
good
of those.
theories.
Those two make the most sense.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on who it might be?
Oh, it's probably Gorilla Grodd.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Yeah.
Or Aquaman. One of those two.
Aquaman.
That's right. I didn't see the orange pant or orange shirt and green pants, so I don't think it was Aquaman.
No, he was. It was all kind of darkish.
Well, the look on her face, it had to be somebody that she was close to.
Definitely,
Because
yeah.
As soon as he came out, she was like, "Okay, whatever you want," and it was just like no hesitation.
And and we know it's not HR or Wally or Detective Best.
Yeah.
Or Draco, whatever his name is.
Draco Malfoy. Yeah.
We saw them all the. They weren't trapped in.
I thought maybe her boyfriend that was killed or whatever happened to him at the beginning, but he's doing something else, so I don't know.
He guest starred. He's guest starred.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
Season.
I mean, but he's a different character or whatever. That's what I mean. So I don't know. But at the same time, we did see who you were talking about. I thought earlier this season too.
We saw both Robbie and Eddie in the Speed Force. It was like the Speed Force using their images to talk to Barry.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah.
I guess we find out next week.
Yeah. The one thing that bothered me this episode was he was talking to the older Barry, and he was like, "You need to help me," and older Barry trapped Savitar in the Speed Force, so he knew how to do it.
Yeah.
But when they first meet, he's like, "I'm not helping you whatsoever," not even offering up that information.
Yeah.
And then later on, it gets brought up with this doctor or professor person came up with how to do it. Here, I'll just give you the information and let her from the past figure it out, rather than going to talk to the one in the future who already knows how to do it.
That's true.
Yeah, he could have went 4 years back and got the information, right?
Well, he didn't even have to do that. If she was still alive in 2024, he could have just run down the street and talked to her.
But they didn't know where she was. That was what he said.
Oh, was that it? Well, yeah, but so he could have just gone 4 years in the past, and because he seems to be really accurate on this time travel now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a superhero show. There's always plot holes that you're just like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it was still good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Always like the actress when she gets to play Killer Frost. She always hams it up really well.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, is he going to save her? Or is she going to die?
I don't know. The producer guy said that when you see the last episode this season, it's going to be a cliffhanger and we're all going to be sad. So, if she's not dying, someone's dying.
That's true. Yeah. It'll probably appear that she died or something, and if it's a cliffhanger, I don't know, because they do that all the time, right? It's like, they died, and you come back and it's like, oh, not really. This happened. It's like, fooled you. Yeah.
Yep. That's the norm.
What'd you think of the future Flash suit?
To be honest, I didn't really notice that much of a difference.
Yeah, I thought the same thing because they were making fun of the old one. Oh, the classic one. And it was like, it's a different shade. is about it, and that's all I could tell.
Yeah, well, if you look at them, it's like the old one is compared to the new one. The old one's definitely maroon. And
right,
red, and then the new one has more lightning bolts all over it.
Ooh, lightning bolts all over it. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, more lightning bolts. Just went lightning bolt crazy. They went to Oprah, and she's like, "Lightning bolts for everyone.
You get a lightning bolt. You get a lightning bolt."
Well, speaking of superheroes, the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite game trailer and gameplay trailer came out this week.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing these games long ago. I don't know if you guys played them or not.
It's one of my favorite games to play. I always love the fighting games.
Who was your go-to characters?
I would either Well, you can do the team up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would always pick Mega Man and Spider-Man. The Mega Man had the big old power shot that you could do where he gets all the armor and like blasts everything on the screen, and then Spider-Man was super quick.
Yeah. I'd always go Iron Man or War Machine and Venom, I think. I think I would do Venom.
Venom was good.
Because I think it was War Machine or somebody just had those huge guns who would just come down and like blow everybody away.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of the new trailer?
I liked it. I mean, it's fun. I had to look up Sigma. I totally forgot who that was.
And that would
the villain.
be...
That was Mega Man X. He's the villain in the Mega Man X games.
Okay.
And he has a very similar like story to Ultron, so it kind of makes sense for their both.
So they're going to combine somehow?
Yeah, they do a Dragon Ball Z fusion, and they become one character for all those Dragon Ball Z fans.
Does his hair change color or anything?
As they're both staring at me. They do a little fusion dance, and then they touch fingers, and they combine to become one character.
Of course.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Duh.
Does Pikachu come out too? I know he's a different world, but...
So what do they do with the dragon's balls?
Make wishes.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
In case you're wondering.
So Sigma basically disappears from what I could tell from the trailer, and it's Ultron with maybe Sigma's sword or something.
Yeah, they basically combine and form Brainiac, I think. It looks like Brainiac.
There is a list of characters that have come out. I'm interested in Rocket Raccoon. They're going to have Rocket Raccoon in there.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. I want Rocket Raccoon to turn to somebody and go, "Hey, see that Mega Man guy? Can you go get me his hand? All I need is his hand."
That'd be good.
But there's no Groot yet. Just Rocket Raccoon.
Maybe he comes with Rocket.
Maybe so.
A little Groot with him.
And of course you got Captain America, Captain Marvel, which they're coming out with a movie of Captain Marvel sometime.
Yeah, with Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I think she's going to show up in Infinity War first.
Oh, cool.
And
then they have everybody's favorite Chris Redfield.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. He's got the thing with the thing, and he can...
He's got a gun.
He's got a good first name.
I think, I could be wrong, but I think he's in that zombie game. I just forgot the name.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. I think so.
That would make sense, because Capcom did that, didn't they?
I think so.
I think so.
That sounds right to me, so I'll go with that.
I think that's what it is. I thought that too, but I couldn't quite connect the dots, but I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, because in the trailer, it like made this big thing out of him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Chris Redfield's here. And it's like, okay.
It's like he shot him in the shoulder and it did nothing. He turns around and it's like, oh, there's a guy with a pistol.
Yeah.
All right. Know who you are.
And then you got Chun-Li, which she's always a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And Hawkeye, Hulk, Iron Man, Mega Man X.
Ooh.
Morgana?
Yes, that's was it Dark something?
Yeah, she's like a bat lady.
Yeah, she's in a fighting game type thing. I can't think of it. Like a sexy bat.
Yeah, Ryu. No Ken yet.
Ryu or Ryu?
Whatever.
I thought I saw.
I've heard it both ways.
Ken in the one of the trailer.
Maybe they don't have him listed yet, but I'm sure he's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Strider's going to be in it.
He's fun. I don't know what game he's from. I just know him from our
Strider.
He's from Strider.
He's from a game called Strider.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Which they made
sense.
a couple of years back. They made one for PS4 that was a free game that you got, and it was so much fun. Basically, it took sort of like the old game, and it was like side scroll, and but it was like they beefed it up, and it was really fun. So
That's cool.
you should check that
I
out.
actually played the original Strider the other day on my my RetroPie, and it played it for like 5 minutes. I was like, I can't play this. This is ridiculous. Who am I trying to fool?
The newer one's fun, and it wasn't that hard.
Yeah,
that's good. And then Thor, and then of course Ultron, and Sigma is a DLC character, which I'm not a big fan.
Everybody loves DLC.
Oh, everybody hates it.
Well,
but they know people will
why
buy
would they
them.
make?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Why would they make him a DLC? Like, I mean, are people going to be clamoring to get him?
Well, no, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they said if you
Maybe.
pre-order and get some special pack, you get like 8 DLC characters. So it sounds like most of the characters are going to be pay to play.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
You know, yeah,
I
they
did
really
see
messed.
it. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry.
No, you are right.
Okay, I'll go. If I'm gonna pay $60 to play a game, I think it should be the game, the full game,
Yes.
not half the game, and then pay another $30 or whatever to get the rest of the game.
Yeah. I saw it was like a little meme or something where it said like games before and games now. And it was like games before is like a square that was a game and then a small DLC to the side. And the next one was games now is like a square with a big chunk taken out of it for the game. And then like a giant chunk for DLC next to it. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The worst has been the Destiny game so far. You know, it's just you buy this game and then you play it, and then they've released the DLC, and it totally changes the game, and you can't go back and play what you originally bought. And then
weird.
if you didn't buy the DLCs, you're just kind of, you can't really do what you originally paid for, and it just went on and on and on, and they just kept. It's almost like they just kept updating the game with these big, expensive updates, and you end up spending a ton of money if you went all the way with the game, you know, went to where they are now with it. But that, that whole model is crazy. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, when I've only bought like maybe one DLC, and that was Star Wars Battlefront, and that's got it because I'm a Star Wars fan.
What?
I
No.
know.
Oh, you're not.
Yeah, but it was really fun playing in Jabba's Palace. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The-
that's
what
Marvel
was
versus
cool-
Capcom.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I just want to keep interrupting people tonight and just keep talking.
Please raise your hand.
Teacher?
Yes,
Teacher?
go ahead.
I saw at the end of that trailer, which was cool, and I just want these things where like these statues of the characters and then like a collection of the Infinity Stones. And I just want that.
Well, you'll pay a pretty penny if you want that.
Oh, I'm sure it's like $300-$400.
It's like the deluxe set. And I'm sure there's only one probably statue that comes in each probably.
Oh,
But
no.
you can buy them later on eBay for triple the price probably.
Ooh,
Sure.
okay.
Those things, I mean, I guess some people buy those things, but I always see those box sets sitting in game stores and stuff, just sitting on the shelf collecting dust because nobody wants to pay that much.
What do you mean? You don't have a Master Chief helmet sitting back there somewhere?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't.
Yeah, those are kind of ridiculous. Sometimes they're worth it to get the DLCs ahead of time if you're wanting, you're going to buy them. On some of these bigger games like the Ghost Recon game that just came out, you get the stuff coming out later with the different maps, whatever it's going to be. But you can get it a little bit cheaper. But But yeah, most people, I don't think, buy for all the neat little box it comes in and the glasses or whatever. I don't know, whatever they come with nowadays. But whatever those whippersnappers are getting these days.
Hey, but if you're listening and you have bought all those,
we still love you.
Yeah, have fun with them.
More power to you.
Fine. You're good.
You're good. You're good. Which we have listeners all over the world now, I guess.
Wow.
Ooh,
We had somebody listening in American Samoa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I love those Girl Scout cookies.
Wow. You know they're not called
We just
Samoas
lost.
here in
We just lost the viewer.
Yeah. Great. That was Chris. Just don't pay no attention to him. You know, here in Houston, when I bought Girl Scout cookies a couple months ago, I wanted those up. Those are some of my favorites. And I went to get them, and they're not called Samoas here. They're called Caramel Delights. So I guess it depends on what part of the country you're in, what they're called.
I feel like I've seen those before, too. I thought those were the knockoffs for some reason. Maybe not. I guess so. Interesting.
Just like some places, the shortbread cookies are called shortbread cookies. And some of places they're called trefoils.
Trefoils, yeah. That's what we have here, yeah.
So,
in Memphis.
But Thin Mints are always Thin Mints, I think.
Mm-hmm. As they should be.
Yeah.
My dog is in the background snoring. So if you hear snoring, I haven't fallen asleep.
It's a very riveting episode.
It's our listeners. They're falling asleep. So, Girl Scout cookies, yeah. But yeah, London and all over the country and in the U.S., people listening. And just thanks for listening. But since Marvel vs. Capcom has come out with their trailer, we thought, we can't let them get all the glory. We can't let them have all the fun. We've got to do something ourselves. So we're gonna try something a little different here on I Am Geek starting next week. It's going to be our own tournament of champions, but we're going to call it the Battle Royale with Cheese because we're geeks and that's what we do. So we're going to have our own Battle Royale with Cheese, and it's going to be 20 combatants, 20 participants that we've randomly chosen. We're going to pit them up against each other. We're going to have sort of a debate. Two people will get a character each week. And the third person is going to be sort of the moderator and sort of decides who wins the debate of the characters. And then there will also be a special power that's thrown in every week by the moderator. So the combatants will not know what their special power is. It could be anything. It could be a toaster. It could be a bazooka from the Worms games. I don't know. It could be a book, a telephone book. I don't know. It could be anything.
Those are thick.
Yeah, those will hurt. But for next week, to start it off, I've already done the tournament listing. I went online and found a site where I could just put in a bunch of random names. We each chose our top people that we thought would be good in it. Put all those into this beep boop bloop boop boop
Computers.
Oh, so technical.
robotic thing online that sorts and picks people at random. Chose the 20 participants and put them in their order for the tournament map or whatever you want to call it. Brackets. That's what
Brackets.
Put it in as brackets.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll give away all the people yet.
No.
I think
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise, but I think I'll go ahead and I'll assign you guys your combatants for next week so you can prepare.
All right.
They're so excited. They're looking into their screens. Oh, they can barely contain themselves. Okay.
Come on!
So, no, it's not Watto. Oh, wouldn't that be fun, though? So the first two random combatants that came up. Chris, I'm going to give you
Wait, which Chris?
So there's Chris and then there's Katrin. That's how it.
There you go.
Okay. So Chris, you are awarded the guy that slices and dices, the Shredder. The Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He will be your combatant for next week. So you got to plan. You got to think of his strengths, his weaknesses. You got to know his backstory. You got to know everything, so you can come in and you can debate and debate and debate.
I know it all already. I know it all already. I see it now.
But he's been in cartoons, he's been in comics, he's been in movies. Mm-hmm. So you got to figure out what's his best attributes in all of those.
Can he have Vanilla Ice? Can Vanilla Ice be his secret weapon?
That's his secret weapon.
If you can do part of the rap right now, you can have Vanilla Ice.
I could do it, but I don't know. We might get charged for it.
Yeah,
just give us a little snippet. I don't think he's going to do it, guys.
I don't think.
I can, but yeah, I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, we got too much riding on this, man. We can't be messing with it.
They'll shut us down, man.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice will come and shut us down.
Okay.
That guy's doing pretty well, from what I hear. He apparently did well with his money, and he's doing all right. So
he renovates houses now.
Yeah.
And but he did get in some trouble because he stole some stuff from a construction site a while back.
Vanilla Ice, he can do whatever.
But the thing is, like, he'll do these. We're getting off on a tangent, but he'll do these big mansions, and he'll put his his symbol or whatever he has, like, in the bottom of the pool, and it's just like pretty ugly looking. But I don't know. He'll put in these like weird elevators that you're like, do those things even work? Are they safe? But yeah, he's still around. Around. Okay, so you have the Shredder. You'll prepare, and then Mr. Katrin. Who are you gonna get? You're gonna get one of my favorite characters. So this is gonna be hard for you, Chris. I like this character a lot.
Dang it.
Legolas from the Lord of the Rings series.
Oh.
Yes. The archer himself. So you have
the elven archer.
You have the Shredder that can open cans, and then you have Legolas that can shoot arrows and run really fast and stuff.
And jump really weird on a horse.
Yeah.
Did you y'all ever notice that, right? And one part is just like, whoa! And it's like it's filmed backward, or they played it backwards or something. It's really
probably did. And then he can do the Fred Flintstone down like big creatures.
I think if Chris gets Vanilla Ice, then Katrin, you should get Gimli the dwarf.
Yes. Yeah. He can. He could run in, kind of like on the games where he'll just kind of shoot in there with his axe or something.
Well, if I'm getting the ninja rap, then he gets the they're taking the hobbit to Isengard.
To Isengard. I think the loser should have to sing their song.
Yeah.
People are listening going, what in the world?
What the heck? All I gotta say is a Lego less or Lego lost. Smack talking start
trash.
This can all come down to the weapons, because Legolas could get like this big magnet or something, and he could just like pin Shredder to the wall. You never know.
Yeah, or Shredder can get a mirror and Legolas just looks at himself the whole time and loses.
That's true. I would, if I was Shredder, I would probably want a big hollow tree, and then Legolas would be like, "Oh, I've got to go make cookies," and he would just go into the tree and make cookies. So there's so many special weapons.
So many possibilities.
Yeah.
An elf and a whatever Shredder is, an old samurai guy.
Yeah, samurai warrior.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be fun. And also, we want to hear what you guys think on Twitter, or we have a Facebook group, Instagram, I Am Geek Show. You can find us on there. We want to hear who you think is going to win between Shredder and Legolas, and then who maybe you want to see later on in the tournament. Maybe we'll see if they're going to be on there. But I think we're going to have fun. A lot of people have done this. We're going to give our own little spin on it, and then we'll see. Probably Marvel versus Capcom people will see this, and they'll be like, "Oh, we need to give them free stuff," and they'll give us free games and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it works,
That'd
right?
be good.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Sponsored by Lego.
Yeah, so Marvel versus Capcom. Yeah, please send us free games, and
we'll talk about it. We'll play it on the podcast, and I got you.
Oh.
Also, Keebler Elves, please send us free cookies.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So that's that. So that will be next week. That will be that should be fun. What else is going on? Star Wars 9 and Indiana Jones 5. Are we going to call it 5, or are we going to call it 4 redo? Because Indiana Jones 4 was
a little weird.
Well, they have to do intermittent. Like the first one was really good, and the second one was kind of and the third one was really good, and the fourth one was kind of so the fifth one's got to be really good.
Kind of like Star Trek. It was like every other one,
Yeah.
So I'm interested. About the Indiana Jones. They pushed it back a year. I don't know if that's to get Shia LaBeouf sort of through rehab and stuff to get him back on the right course.
Yeah. He's got a lot of work to do.
I'm sorry, poor guy. I remember him from Even Stevens. If that's a little callback, probably nobody else does. But he was really funny in that show as a kid. And then
Holes. Wasn't he in Holes?
He was in Holes.
Oh,
yeah.
Holes. He was good in Holes.
I like Holes.
He was great as a kid. And then, but the same happens with all these Disney stars. They're made in some factory. So after a certain time, they just sort of malfunction and stuff goes wrong.
They go past their best by date, basically.
Yeah. And then they just sort of shut down or go crazy, or I don't know. They're going to take over the world one day. So I don't know if they're going to continue on with what they did in 4, or if they're just going to wipe the slate clean. And he's going to be older, Harrison Ford. So.
I mean, there was talks at some point about the next movie being like a back and forth between like the present of that movie and then the past, and getting like a younger person to play him at some point.
Yeah.
So they continue with someone younger.
Maybe so. I just want Short Round back.
What is Short Round doing these days?
I just saw he is going to be at a convention.
Yes.
It's like his first convention in a long time.
Like Tennessee somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. I was like, and they're going to have him, and they're going to have the person that played the kid that was like the king or prince or in that same movie. The little kid.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. This is going to be his first convention, so they're both going to be there.
Nice.
And
I think we need an I Am Geek road trip then.
I know. I'm really interested in what they look like now.
Yeah.
Because that's been a few years ago.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I don't know. They're both still alive. So
there you go.
Good.
They can be in the next movie,
They could. Maybe that's why. Who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're there.
Maybe Short Round comes back and like kills Shia LaBeouf's character. It's his place.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones.
Emo Short Round. That's what we need. Emo Short Round.
Yeah, his voice has to be a lot deeper now that he got older.
That's right.
So that will be 2020. So if the world hasn't exploded by then, we'll have a new Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, before that, the year before, though, 2019, we're getting the Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
The He-Man movie.
He-Man.
Hopefully it'll be just as good as the original movie.
Is Dolph
Yeah.
going to be in it?
Dolph Lundgren and Courtney Cox.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I heard the director quit or something.
Yeah, MCG, however you say his
Yeah.
name. It's 3 letters.
Do they have? Is there anything going on with it at all, or they just said it's going to be made?
They just said it's going to be made. I think they're just like, we lost the director, but don't worry, here's a date. We're getting this made.
So it may happen in 2019.
It may happen. Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen in 2019?
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Episode 9.
Uh-huh.
And I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, though, that they're moving back to May. It's going to be May 24th instead of December.
Yeah.
Which the original
Yes.
movies all came out in May.
Mm-hmm.
And then they switched it
Yeah,
up to December. But they're moving this one back to May.
Mm-hmm. The whole May the 4th be with you. So
May the 24th.
May the 24th be with you.
20 more times.
Doesn't have that same ring to it, but
Yeah.
It's like you gotten older. It's like May the 24th.
yeah.
With you.
But it's gonna. So that means it's gonna be sooner than we originally thought.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, episode 8 would come out this December, and then you'll have Han Solo movie May 25th, 2018.
Oh.
Yeah. So that should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll have next year, May 24th, episode 9. So
Nice.
Cool.
I'm interested in the Han Solo movies. I don't know what they're going to do with it. There was a book series that I read long ago that was based on the early years of Han Solo that was quite good. I'm sure they won't keep that as canon, but we know that they have Lando cast and they have Han cast, and Woody Harrelson. He's going to be somebody. Which I saw an interview with him, and they asked if he was excited about being in Star Wars, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a job."
That's very Woody Harrelson.
So I don't know. We'll see.
He probably didn't know where he was at the time.
And if you donate money to the Omaze Foundation, you can be entered to win a walk-on role, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Anyways.
Cool.
So let's see. What else? So earlier, was it this week? I forget when it was. Chris posted some pictures on Facebook, and
I did.
scandalous. Let me tell you.
Scandal.
Go to jail for things like
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like,
I guess so.
yeah. And it's caused quite a stir on his Facebook. He tried out this new app called the Faceapp.
Yeah.
Now you got it. You got it before they took down part of it.
Oh, they took down part. I didn't realize
They
that.
took down the sparkle
Oh.
because people. I don't want to get too, into this, but people were calling it racist. They said that it was lightening their skin to make people look better. So they took that down. So you got to experience the sparkle, and let me tell you.
Well, I experience the sparkle every day. I am on constant sparkle.
Now this is a podcast, so you can't see the pictures on here. Maybe we'll post them on our Twitter because I think that would be funny. But his sparkle, let me tell you, if Harry Potter and Elijah Woods had a baby, it would be the Chris Street sparkle.
That describes me to a T. That is very true. And then there's different versions you can do of it, and one of them makes you into if you're a man, you can make yourself look like a woman. If you're a woman, you can make yourself look like a man. And if I mean, the manly one for me was gorgeous, but the woman, the woman was frightening.
Well, now I wouldn't say frightening now, because you got a lot of comments on that on your Facebook. People liking that picture.
I did. All the guys I know, they were after me.
Now you may not agree with this, but when I first saw the picture, this is going to get me in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble right here. When I first saw the picture, I was like, "That looks like our mom."
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, it looked like, oh, if our mother had a daughter instead of a son, this is what she would look like.
I do tend to look. I mean, just me personally, I do look like the women in our family. Like if you find old pictures of like our grandmother and our mom, and I look like them. I basically look like I'm basically the daughter that they didn't have.
Now, I wasn't saying the picture was bad. I was like, hey.
No. I was compared to the woman Tommy that got kicked off the Blaze. If anybody knows that reporter, it was she apparently got in trouble on the Blaze network and got kicked off. I apparently look like her.
Oh. Now you did an old man one too, right?
I did an old man one, and it just looks like me in the morning. Before I put my face on.
Yeah, before the spackle.
Yeah, before all the spackle. I mean, I already have no hair anyway, so it didn't have to do anything with that. But yeah, the bags were emphasized under my eyes. Basically, I just look like I look like now because I've had a little sleep. Yeah.
Well, after seeing yours, I thought I want to do it, so I tried it. I did not post mine. Mine was horrifying.
We saw yours.
Yeah, I sent it to you guys.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. Okay.
I have a full beard, and I'm bald on top, so I have this full beard. So when I put in the female one, it just gave me this wisp of hair on top of my head, and like squished in my jawline or chin to get rid of the beard, but it made this weird look like I'd been in some kind of accident.
Yeah, it's a really ugly baby, like old baby. Like
yeah.
It's like burn it with fire.
Yeah.
I don't.
And then when I did like the young one, it made it was basically the same picture without the wisp of hair or something. But the old man one wasn't too bad. It was just like an old weathered hobo.
So like yourself.
Yeah. Katrin, you haven't tried this yet, have you?
I haven't tried it. No, I'll have to do it and post the results, I guess.
Yeah, we can
what is it called?
It's called Faceapp.
Faceapp.
Yeah, all one word. Yeah, maybe we'll post them on Twitter. But the thing is, I was like, man, this is just like bad. This is horrifying. So I was like, I'm going to find a picture of a celebrity and I'm going to put it in there and see if it messes up them just as bad as it messed up me. So the first person I think of was Chris Pratt, because there was a commercial for Guardians of the Galaxy on or something. So I was like, I'll get a picture of Chris Pratt. This should be funny. It was like perfect. Every picture. It was like, make him female. Like, prettiest female you've ever seen. Make him old. Oh, he's just a weathered, good-looking old man. Make him young. Oh, he's just a younger Chris Pratt that gets all the girls. Like, every picture was perfect. And then I look at mine and I'm like, horrifying, weird mutant that went horribly wrong. So I don't know.
So the Faceapp works. I mean, it's accurate. Before I did mine, I had friends doing it, and yeah, all all the guys that did it, like they're female, they were gorgeous. It's like I'd date them. But yeah, when I did it, I'm just like, even though you say it looks like our mom, I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that. I don't think it looks like her because I don't. It looks like me in drag, and I'm like, no.
But maybe I don't. Maybe it's the quality of the picture or something. Because when I did pictures, like I did Chris Pratt and then I did Jennifer Lawrence, and they look fine. It looked.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's the quality of picture that you use that matters.
It's the quality of the person.
Oh, Caitlin's doing his right now.
Oh,
yeah. The smile part is really weird. It's just like
it's really weird.
Yeah, smile's freaky.
these are weird smiles. But I didn't get to do the sparkle, so that was disappointing.
Man. All right, so let's see. I did a female, and then I'll do a child. Oh, okay. And then old. I need to do the old. Old. Oh my gosh, I look just like my dad. That is creepy. I don't know if you all have seen my dad with the.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
yours looks
really
good. Yours looks like a human being.
Yeah.
Mine looks like a blob that was like created in some laboratory that grew eyes.
That's pretty amazing though that I look that much like my dad in that picture though. That's wild. Okay. But,
what was with the anime one next to it though? You had like giant eyes.
Yeah, the baby ones or the little young ones are kind of odd. The female one, I can't do this on the camera. It's kind of hard. There we go.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, wow.
Handsome woman.
I think I had a teacher that looked like you before.
Right? Yeah.
You're like an English teacher. I think.
So we'll try to post these to our Twitter, I Am Geek Show, so you guys can make fun of them. I'll try to put the Chris Pratt one up there too because I don't know.
He's just beautiful.
He's just a beautiful man, I guess. Speaking of Chris Pratt, Guardians of the Galaxy comes out here in a few days. You guys excited about that?
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are, like, the one thing that, so they had their premiere, and I guess all the critics were there, and the critics couldn't wait to, like, get online and post, like, all their critiques and everything, and all their blog stuff and whatever, and they're already giving stuff away, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to stay away from it.
Like, stop it.
I've already seen a couple of people, couple cameos that are going to be made. Trying to stay away from it. But I'm excited about it because the first one was great. And that cast just hits it out of the park.
They're so fun.
And that's one of the reasons why we're called I Am Geek. From
That's right.
I Am Groot. But it's getting late in the evening. You guys have anything else?
Well, the Grizzlies just lost. They're out of the playoffs, in case y'all care.
Oh,
that hockey's crazy.
But you Texas guys will probably be happy.
Getting that
The Spurs are in.
I love me a good highlight game.
I love me a good not watching a game.
Grizzlies is basketball, right?
That's right, Memphis Grizzlies, and they were backs against the wall, elimination game, and they at home, and they lost 103-96. So, it's fine, whatever.
Are they all really hairy? Like, are they hairy?
They're not, but the you all would enjoy, or at least Ryan would, I believe, watching the mascot because he's really into wrestling. And like they try to incorporate as much as they can. And he there was somebody dressed as a bear like on purpose, like as part of the little thing, the gag or whatever. But he was up on this ladder, and then here comes the Grizz. He comes up and like throws him down onto a table, up on this high stage that's up in the stands. It was really crazy, but they're fun.
So he kills him.
Have to wait till October now.
Yeah, I used to watch basketball back when Michael Jordan played. That was really when I watched it.
Yeah, I think everybody did. Everybody was a Bulls fan back in the 90s, 80s and 90s. And
and my high school team was really good, so I'd watch them.
I watched Space Jam.
The Hilltoppers. Yeah,
watch Space Jam.
I watched Space Jam. It was good. I
There
like
you go.
that.
And I always like the Spurs. Always like the Spurs. So
See, I used to love the Spurs. David Robinson and
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman and Sean Elliott, all those guys. But now I'm not allowed to like the Spurs really. But
oh,
I'll cheer for
you're
them
not
now.
allowed.
Whoa.
I'm a Grizzlies fan. I can't cheer for the Spurs, but now I can because the Grizzlies are out, and I can
Oh,
cheer for the Spurs
there you
because, yeah,
I think I saw the Grizzlies mascot.
Probably.
He a clip where there was this man and they were doing like a game during the show where they had these people in these big blow up balls, like hamster balls.
Yeah.
And it was like a man and a kid, and they were running down the court, and the man turns around and like bumps the kid off the court. So the Grizzly guy comes out of nowhere and just like tackles the dude in the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Anyways.
Yeah, he's funny. All right, sorry, went off on a tangent there.
No, that's fine.
I'm geeky about basketball.
Well,
okay?
you go right ahead.
You go.
Everything
right.
I know, it's sad though. Most of what I know about NBA basketball, or most sports for that matter, come from video games. So that makes it even geekier. But I was like, man, that guy's really good on the Xbox.
Was he on fire?
He's on fire.
Did he go boom shakalaka?
No. Get that out of here.
Speaking of NBA Jam, there's rumors that there's going to be a SNES Classic
Mini, yeah.
Mini coming out.
And
Since they got rid of the
they'll
other
make
one.
they'll make 50 of those.
Yep.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it'll be rare to get and or hard to get.
I'm hoping
Yeah,
they'll
I'll be
have the
interested.
NBA Jam.
Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see what games they have on that because there's so many good games. I mean, there were a lot of Nintendo games they could have put on that they didn't, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
We shall see. We shall see.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Anything else going on?
No.
No. So let's see. Assignments for our multitude of listeners. We're growing, but
We are growing.
yeah, we encourage you guys to share the word. When we put it out on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, just share it, share the episodes. We're just about having a good time. But your assignment is to try out this Faceapp. Post your pictures to us on Twitter. We'd love to see them.
Yeah.
Tell us
tag us.
Yeah, tell us who you'd like to see in our Battle Royale with Cheese tournament, and we'll see if we can get them in there, or what weapons you might like to show up. And just give us a like, give us a comment. Just tell us what you like about the show. Tell us if there's something you guys want us to talk about. We're here to just have fun, and we do this for us, and we do this for you guys. So if there's nothing else, say goodnight, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Nah.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week. This is I Am Geek. I'm Ryan Street with Chris Street and Chris Catron. Have a good week, guys.